1764, 61 Maratha gone, 64 Battle of Buxar, British themselves defeated them. Finally comes 1765. In 1765 what happens was, British start the first dual rule in Bengal. By the dual rule what they do? They say Diwani rights, that is revenue collecting right will be with us. Let the law and order be taken care by the Nawab. And they will appoint the Nawab. Without money, how are you going to take care of law and order? So that was totally in shambles. It did not go well. That created famines in Bengal. Not only that, there were lot of other internal issues. Corruption was so much huge in East India Company. Corruption was so much because, listen carefully, all this I am going to connect while I am saying 1773 Act. Here in East India Company, an individual who is working in East India Company, he has to trade for East India Company as well as individually also he can trade. If for example I am an employee of East India Company, means I can do individual trade also, for company also I can do trade. So what happens here? Usually a person takes care of him more. Corruption became a norm. Corruption was so common among the officers of East India Company. They started amassing huge wealth. Very ordinary Sipahi, an Englishman who joins as Sipahi, as menial worker in East India Company, comes to India and he stays in India for a period of time. He lives a life like a Nawab. This is what even in British Parliament they were speaking at that time. That the East India Company is corrupt. British Parliament wanted to control East India Company. By that time in Britain, Parliament was strong. They wanted to control East India Company, but East India Company was not directly under Parliament control. They were directly under the king. Getting it or not? But the British Parliament wanted to control them because they act like a parallel power. Don't allow them to act like them. But the chance was not there. 1765, they do this dual rule in Bengal. When they do this dual rule, it creates famine. Lot of bad name it creates for them. Apart from it, there were rumors that war is going to erupt in Europe, and the share value of it is a joint stock company. East India Company was a joint stock company. Share value of East India Company went down drastically. East India Company went to the extent of bankruptcy. That is, they did not have money even to pay dividends or salary to their workers. To that extent, corruption, maladministration, all this led to this situation. Now the only way left for them was to ask loan from British government. Now the British government was waiting for this chance. They were ready to give loan, provided they said, hereafter through Parliament we will make law and control you. Your activities will be controlled. So Parliament will make a law. Which Parliament? British Parliament. East India Company has to act according to it. Getting it or not? Understanding or not? Why we are taking 1773 is 1773 Regulating Act is the first act whereby we get to see a mechanism of this organs of power getting involved, 3 organs getting involved. Legislature, British legislature passing a law, East India Company acts as executive, and the Supreme Court was also established at that time, which we are going to see in 1773 Act, that adjudicates, that adjudicates between them, provides justice between them. Understanding or not? Getting it or not?
Yes.
So this is why 1773 Regulating Act we have taken it up. Now, before getting into it, write 2 lines. The Charter Act of 1600 established a 25-member administrative body called Court of Directors. Court of Directors. Okay. This Court of Directors this court of directors were involved in both commercial as well as administrative activities of the company. Full stop. Next paragraph you write. The dual rule established by the company in Bengal from 1765 coupled with the maladministration and corruption that existed within the ranks and file of the East India Company pushed it to the brink of bankruptcy. In order to avoid such a situation, the company was provided loan by the British government under the condition that the activities of the company would hereafter be regulated by the British Parliament. Thus, for the first time, the British Parliament started acting as the legislature and the company as the executive. With the courts establishing justice. Okay, done? Fine. Now listen to me. See, all the books, these items are there. I will also give you this copy. I will send later on. They will be sending while I am going, before I am moving, and not today I am saying. When I am going, and I will give to them, and Mr. Sunny or Mr. Shakti, they will be providing it to you. Okay, so you need not bother about it. Whichever is important alone I will say, but connectivity you should know. That is very, very important. Understood? Listen. So 1773, why 1773 we take, I have said to you. In the 1773 Act, what are all the important items? See, already we have seen East India Company was given monopoly trading right. From where? Cape of Good Hope to Straits of Magellan. All these areas, East India Company had monopoly trading right. No other company can trade. No other company from Britain, I am saying, can trade in these areas. So East India Company was given that right. Slowly they became a territorial power. By 1773 they were a territorial power, because why? They started as a trading company. But a territorial power means they started administering the territory also. They defeated Indian rulers. So is with other areas also. So this was their situation. Now because of maladministration, all that thing as I have told to you, they were started regulation started actually. See, this one you will not find in books usually. But I have put it here. The reason why I have put it is, for the first time, 1773 Act said the Governor of Bengal is going to be called as Governor General of Bengal. And Warren Hastings happened to be the first Governor General of Bengal. Earlier, Governor of Bengal, Governor of Madras, Governor of Calcutta, Governor of Bombay, it was that way. Now, Governor of Bengal default was made as Governor General of Bengal. So, what is the difference? Firstly, it is a nomenclature difference. Secondly, as Governor General, he becomes the administrative head as compared to other two. Understood or not? As administrative head. Now you can see element of centralization of power coming in. Understanding or not? Centralization of power. Governor General of Bengal decides, Governor of Madras shall agree. So here, centralization of power. A country building, man, nation building. They are building it. Through laws it is connected. Understanding or not? Okay. So now if you see, books it is all there. Anyway, I will also give, just listen to me, that's most important. Why Governor General will not be written anywhere? What is Governor General? Won't be written anywhere. That you have to understand. So that is centralization. See, this question has been asked, some paper, I even do not remember, some competitive exam. Which of the following acts laid the foundation for centralized administration in India? This question was simply asked. 1773 Act. Every book has it actually. Getting it or not? But you should, these are so simple items which we should not overlook and go. And again I am saying, why? How centralized administration? This is the way. Governor of Bengal becoming Governor General of Bengal, and he is the administrative head now. Understanding or not? Again, if you see here, the governors of Bombay and Mega, as I have told to you, see, I told corruption was so common. Prohibited the servants of the company from engaging in any private trade or accepting bribes from the natives. Getting it or not? Now what was the default that East India Company had? Who is controlling now? Who is controlling? Huh? No, governor is head. In this law it is stated, then who is controlling? British Parliament is controlling. Getting it or not? Now Parliament is controlling whose activity? East India Company's activity. Now it says, you don't have the rules. Individuals and all cannot do trade. Company means company. There is a law for the company based on that, only that. Private trade is banned. Cannot be there. Understood or not? Private trade cannot be there. Getting bribes from the natives can't be there. Natives means what? Corruption cannot be there. As simple as that. Even today getting bribe means what? Bribe means what? Bribe means what? Getting something. A government official getting something. Okay. Corruption. Even today, see here in bracket, don't write that one and all, but here for others actually I have put this. How it is related even today. Even today, Indian Penal Code prescribes about what is wrong and what it is and a punishment that is for it and all is prescribed there. Indian Penal Code section 166 to 169 speak about crimes related to punishment and crime and punishment related to public servants. As a public servant, if you are involved in corruption, okay, you can be, even as a public servant, you cannot, using your position, you cannot get gift. Getting it or not? You cannot receive gift using your position. As a commissioner, you cannot get gift. So what you should do? What you should do? Your brother can get gift. Your father can get gift. It is happening or not? Wife can get gift. If women officer means husband can get gift. It is happening or not? Okay, you people should not do that. Okay, anyway. So here, you see in 1773 Act itself, corruption, if you see, there are people, they used to say, Zamana badal gaya, bahut bura ho gaya, bahut badla nahi. Same dress, everything. We are still eat only. Eat in mouth only. Like the early man. The way he ate and way we eat are different. What he ate and what we eat are different. But still in mouth only we are eating. Okay, that has not changed. So much has not changed. The basic foundation and all remains the same. Why I say this is corruption is not that something new. Kaudalya says in Arthashastra, you cannot expect a fish which swims in water not to drink the water. Fish that swims in water, you cannot expect that fish not to drink the water. It may drink. It is your responsibility to make sure accountability is brought for it, that's all. Absolute thing. See, ultimately being not corrupt has to be moral activity. Through laws you can regulate it. Understanding or not? So corruption has existed from very long time. So for that matter, he even mentions for, even during King's time, for recruitment, different exams he mentions. So in treasury, if a person has to be appointed, means a set of exams he says. You have to see those characters in them, then only you have to appoint him. If you are going to appoint him as a worker in the palace, you have to see a set of character. Merit-based recruitment in civil services first started where? In the world. The civil service we are saying, you people are aspiring. Where it started first? China. China, the Confucian ideas was kept as a test actually. And again, in olden days, many places they had this idea also. And the exams that used to be conducted for it. But different manner, not the same way how you people are doing it today. Here if you see, again I said, judiciary, courts are getting established. Established Supreme Court of Calcutta. The present Supreme Court and this one is not same. So present Supreme Court comes from 1935 Act. So don't confuse. But a Supreme Court in Calcutta, at that point of time they got it established. In order to make sure that any excesses done by the government will be taken over. That. Understanding it or not? Okay. See, whatever we saw earlier as the drawback that was there, now getting controlled by British Parliament. Understanding? Here, for the first time it outrightly stated, the Court of Directors, I have dictated already, administration was done by them. The Court of Directors should say about the revenue, should report about the revenue, what you have done with the revenue, what is the commercial activity, what you have done, administrative activity, what you have done. You have to report. All this you have to report to whom? British Parliament. You have to report to British Parliament. Getting it or not? So these things you shall understand. So this is about major points on Regulating Act of 1773. Understood? So these things, so tomorrow next class, we will go with the next act and we will be moving with the acts furthermore. Okay? Any question? Nothing. Fine then, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Wait, brother, right? Okay. इस बार वो भी ज़्यादा नहीं है. Fine then. Okay, thank you, Asil. Next batch there. So only there. Same. Oh yeah. You could have asked from there, no, people would have also listened to anything. No, why I'm saying is that some might have thought they would not have asked. No. Then if you ask if I reply, it would be helpful for them. Why government is not Bengal? Why not See, British found Bengal, Calcutta to be the proper place for them to expand their trading activity. That was very helpful for them when it comes to Bengal. So they established in Bengal as their capital. The capital was Bengal. So, okay, it is like why in India we are having Delhi as capital. Why not go to that? Okay, same. Okay, welcome.
गुड आफ्टरनून सर.
Good afternoon.
कैसे सर?
हाँ ठीक है.
कैसा लग रहा है अनुमान हमारा?
हाँ फाइन. आप?
मैं नीरज हूँ.
धीरज. हाँ ओके फाइन.
मैं डिफेंस अकाउंट डिपार्टमेंट में.
Wonderful, wonderful. Fine actually. It's a long way to go, but fine. It's a nice start actually. One very good thing is that they have done a very wonderful start. This is a nice. I never felt in Andaman this much students would be interested in competitive exams. That's a good thing.
एक्चुअली लोगों को उतना वो नहीं है ना, जागरूक नहीं है, सपोर्टिव नहीं है.
वही है. It is a nice initiative actually.
जी बिल्कुल.
ये तो बहुत अच्छा initiative.
तब आप लोग का साथ मिलेगा तो और अच्छा होगा.
जरूर जी हम तो. No, we were also astonished actually because